boogity, boogity, let's go racing, boys!
And now, we present to you the dance of the two hoods.
Second stage ending wasn't too entertaining, so let me instead show you some of the drivers I got mad at today. It was fun to watch. Both of them apologized in the end of the day, and one of them got mad at me. No need to apologize here, because I did nothing wrong. Let's watch. Alright, let's go ahead and start talking about drivers that ticked me off tonight, but I did get an apology, so not going to worry about it going forward. But in the meantime, Rory Collins right up here. This is right at the start of the third stage. I wanted to get up to the front, so I'm starting to run the top. I'm trying to say, hey, look at me. I'm going to be on the top lane. I don't care if I don't got that much help. I'm still going to run up here. It's my favorite line to run, and I don't care. And if I have to pull down and get some draft to get a run, and I'll keep going to that third lane. I love the third lane. Nobody ever likes going up there, and I don't know why. It's so fun, and it's fast, and it makes it less boring to me, because I don't like riding around waiting for the wreck. So, third lane for me. Anyway, we finally get a little bit of a nose on them. We head into the corner, 39, gets squeezed by the 44, up into the 39, makes me squeeze into the wall. I always say that second line ends at that black straight line. You could run two cars below that black part and it would still be comfortable. So, when they creep up into the white area, I'm like, yay, you're kind of squeezing me. So at this point, I'm a little ticked. I hit the wall a little bit, no damage really. But I'm still going to keep trying. And this person just seems to, every time I try to make a move to the outside to try and, get that wall working. The great defensive driving in hindsight by this person. They're just shutting off the top line. They do not want me to go up there. And I keep hinting, hey, I'm going to go up here. And I don't care. It's very predictable. But you can see right there, I can't make a move. I have to constantly lift to be able to avoid causing an accident, just because they don't want to go to the top. And I'm like, dude, just come with me. Go to the top. You can make a move on the car in front. You have a chance. But at this point, in real time, I am furious. I'm screaming. I'm cussing into the microphone, actually, in our chat. It was not a good time. I was begging, please just go to the bottom. Please just go. We finally got him to go to the bottom, and this is the start of the time whenever a driver got mad at me for trying to run the top a few laps later. I like the top. It's my favorite line to run, and I'm going to keep running it. So we're running the top, and it took a little while, but we ended up getting a run, getting all the way up to the front. But Hunter here, I get called a moron for pushing it 3 wide, quote unquote, for no reason. Sir, let me talk to you. Sir, that is absolutely absurd. What are you doing right now? You're racing. We have no more stages. We are racing, my man. that's about enough of Hunter Truwell. Let's go ahead and talk about another story. Everybody came down the pit lane. I was surprised everybody pitted at the same time, so I got hung out to dry. Problem is I had a lot of lap cars, so I thought I'd be okay. Turns out one of them asked me this.
Kirk Mills, will you please let me know when you pit?
To which I respond with,
Will do. Not going to pit for a while. Just shove the hell out of me if you can.
seems pretty simple. I need a push. Push me. Help me. Push hard. Problem is, doesn't do that. No, what he does, look at his gap. He has a gap all the way around this track for a whole lap. It's like he was just watching me and like watching me suffer. It's essentially him in a torture room, and I'm the torturee and getting tortured by somebody, and he has a weapon to stop the guy, and he decides not to use it just to keep watching because it's entertaining. It's Mark. He misunderstood the situation. He sent me an apology after the race, but you know, it was pretty funny at the time. I was like, push me, and nothing. Didn't get any help. So much so that in this corner you'll see I go into turn one and I'm like, okay, fine, you're not gonna push, I'll hit the brake, come hit me. And then he slows up even more, causing a huge checkup. It wasn't a giant brake check, but it was enough to where I was trying to slow down and try and get somebody to push me. Just push me. And even the O2 didn't want to push me. I'm like, guys, just give me a shove, please. Well, it ended up working out in the end, but we'll go over that here in a second. But still, just wanted to get that off my chest. And finally, 10 laps to go. Guess what? Hunter Truwell, the guy who called me a moron earlier, he wrecked six and ball straight into the wall. Oh, no. Oh, too bad. It's unfortunate. Really bad. I feel really bad for him. I do. In order to pay my respects, here are some more dancing hoods.
That one.
All right, we're riding on board right now with Tanner Marty, who is kind of a teammate and affiliation. He's racing for Lunar Esports. I'm a part of that team organization. And we were talking in the radio. At this point, we're coming to like 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go, whatever it is, something like that. And it's in the final laps. And I'm like, oh, hey, man, we're going to try and win this thing. I need you to come up with my rear bumper. So I go up to the wall here, and I'm trying to... The guy in front of me is Mark, and he's, at this point, still knows that I'm mad at him. He's not going to let me have the high line. He's not going to let me have it at all. He's a lap car, by the way. May I mention, lap car. I'm trying to go to the outside and try and make a move, but can't. He's not letting me. So at this point, I got fed up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going middle. So I go dive right down in the middle, make sure I did it really quickly. Marty came with me, and I got this big old run. And then at this point, I'm like, you know what? 2 laps to go. Let's make a move straight up to the wall. Marty's sticking with me. Please stay with me, Marty. So we head into the corner, and I'm like, we're going to win this dang race if he can push me. Now, the problem is Rory. We already talked about this person. Absolute disgrace! You wrecked my car! Can you read? No, you can't. Just in case there was any doubt, here we are. We're on the outside. Rory Collins. Here we go. 33 Miller as well. Look at Miller. He comes up a little higher. Light contact. Neck coated up into me, and then we crash. Man, I am more than ticked when that happened. I am like, we were going to win that race. But people can't hold the line. All right, well, let's go ahead and watch the final a little bit. I have a lot of right front damage, a lot of damage in general, but I got a lot of it fixed. It's just I know I don't have enough speed to be able to actually keep up with the draft, but I have enough to where I'm okay. I mean, I can keep going. So we're going to keep going. As long as I have someone pushing me, I have a good shot, but my teammate's already shot out of a cannon up there, so I have nobody around me, and I'd rather him have a chance to win instead of, you know, being forced to push me. So instead, I just try to hold the bottom. I ain't gonna block nobody. If they want to make a move, they can. I appreciate the push here from the 14. I do appreciate it. That was very nice of them. But in this case, they're 3 wide for the lead. A lot of hard racing up front. I'm like, good. Let's make it good. Let's see what you can do. Somebody dumps somebody out there on the top line to dry, and then 14 leaves me down here. Coming to get the white flag, 1 lap to go, and there's going to be a spin, and thank God it's the guy who couldn't hold the line, Miller. It goes around, at which point I got to go below the yellow, not hit the 14, don't go in the grass, somehow come back on a racetrack and avoid getting hit by Bird here. Hitting the wall pretty dang hard, got a darn near concussion out of that one. And then we came all the way to the finish.